Action. Hi, Shashi. Welcome to all our viewers. Shashi is a Vice President of HR at Multicoreware in Chennai. He also curates HR Sangam. He's been doing that for quite a long time. Engineer, people champion. He prefers to look at manpower rather than horsepower. And he has a bit of international experience as well. And most importantly, why we are also talking to Shashi today is Shashi has spoken to and addressed more than 2 lakh students across various colleges across geographies over the last 15 years. Welcome once again, Shashi. Delighted to have you here.
Namaste, Siddharth. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Namaste. Welcome. So, Shashi, we have one question for you today at Gear Up. What do students do? What do MBA HR students do? Especially those who are in their final year, final semester, those who already got an offer, not got an offer. Basically people who need a little bit of help in the aftermath of the pandemic. Over to you, Shashi.
Sure. It's been a crazy time for all of us. It's just not been easy. And for people who are just trying to get into the corporate bandwagon, yes, one can truly understand and empathize with what's going on in the minds of these people. Well, for a start, there are quite a few things that a sophomore MBA student could look for. One, the time has never been better to be able to understand what the industries are all about, right? Getting to know the knowledge of the various sectors and domains is something that will really be of immense value. Now, when everything is on an upswing, people just talk about the success stories and the stories behind it. But when things are on a downturn, you get into the specifics of it as to why a company is not doing as much as it is, how strategic lines could be redrawn, how organizations could continue to protect the bottom line, how the customer could still be given value. So getting a ringside view of how businesses perform, how industries work has never been as helpful as it is now. So stepping on to understanding some knowledge on the industries helps. Number two, this is a time when projects come to a close, or probably projects started offline and might possibly end online. This is an opportunity. I would rather say practice zero apprehension. This is a time when you will need to go without any iota of inhibition, say, hey, you know what? I may have a job, I may not have a job, but I just think I would want to cling on to this opportunity and learn more. If you ask me whether I will have to earn or I will have to learn, it's like it's like a balance, right? You start learning at the beginning of your career so that you invest well in your career, and that helps you in earning towards the later stages of your career, right? Today, with a lot of focus on rushing, right, in the education sector, people are focusing on the earning part of it. This is a great time to redraw your focus on learning. Add an L to your earning, and that's going to give you 10x of your earning at a later point in time. So start learning at this point in time. Now, how could you learn? You could learn by extending your internship or your project, your summer project as part of your pedagogy. Now, I know we are all tuned to do something which is conforming to the syllabus. This is beyond your syllabus. Write your own syllabus, go back to your contacts, see if you could extend your internships and do a bit more for yourself, right? One, you may want to hang in there. The third thing is reach out to your first level of contacts, right? Mm-hmm. This is, networking might sound cliche, but networking is worth its weight in gold. It helps at any given point in time, right? Knowing people helps. You never know where the opportunity comes from. So reach out to your contacts, leverage LinkedIn as much as you can, expand your circle of friends on the professional circle. See how could you be of help. If you could listen around and see what's the need around, right? And then see if there is an opportunity that taps, you may want to just grab at it. Talking of need, I will give the fourth and the most important point. Sure. A lot of people say we want to do this, we want to do that to be successful in our career. But remember, this is a time when what the company wants is more important than what you want. So this is a time where the equation is going like this. what is your area of need from an employer's perspective is more important than what is your area of interest, right? So looking at what this pandemic throws up a lot of challenges and a lot of churn, where companies will have to go through a huge amount of change management. From that perspective, to be able to stay relevant, to be able to survive, companies will look at newer and newer methods. And you never know if there is a different skill that you may want to pick up. You may want to realign yourself towards learning something which probably is the need of the hour of the company. And remember, when there is a need and you fulfill it, you're going to be a gem within the company. And no recession, no downturn, no pandemic would hold you against at that point in time. So,
That
knowledge
sounds
of
like
industry.
an awesome suggestion. People would love to kind of latch onto something that doesn't get hit by the economy.
Sure.
So you do have something around domain, something around understanding the business, extending your internships, leveraging your first level contacts, and of course figuring out what's the need versus what's your interest, and going with the need of the company for now. You started
That's right.
something, and I interrupted you. Please continue.
I was just about to summarize, and you did a better job of that, Siddharth. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Shashi. And I think here's wishing all the very best to our students of HR who are graduating during these tough times. I think they can also look at possibly, research assistantships with professors. Probably getting into mass hiring at this point in time, because I think retail is looking at a lot of mass hiring. E-commerce are probably going to do very well after this, given the difficulty around people moving around freely. Also, possibly looking at HR jobs, non-HR jobs.
Right.
Can people go beyond for, let's say, a year and a half? How about tutoring jobs, for example? Can individuals look at becoming teachers for, let's say, a year? And I've met a lot of online teachers who are doing a fantastic job, and they have followers in lakhs. And these are guys who probably couldn't find a job, some of them, and some of them did find a job. They dropped that and came into the line. And of course, the rural economy, I think, is open for all of us. Just one
Right.
question, Shashi, I have at this point in time. Would you think that colleges giving a certain platform, an entrepreneurial cell kind of thing, to students who are graduating this year for the next 1 year, would you think that kind of would go a long way in helping students?
Oh, yes, that's a good point, Siddharth. Time has never been better for exploring entrepreneurship than now, right? You might as well want to stand on your own legs than look for an opportunity and bide time. Well, there are other points to be considered. Entrepreneurship requires a lot of, it requires an ecosystem to be in place, right? One, the idea needs to be intact. Number two, uh, there has to be a paradigm shift with regard to the academia to be able to encourage this. And to be able to do that, colleges will have to take themselves a notch higher and give access to the right financial resources for these wannabe entrepreneurs to be able to kind of make a mark. And not to forget, have a huge amount of coaching bandwidth for young entrepreneurs coming on, right? You
Sure.
may, you certainly do not want to go by a trial and error, especially in such down times. You may want to look at help where professional coaches are made available of. And I think that's where, as much as you said, e-commerce and the other, and the like, picking up momentum, I see coaching as a huge opportunity for people to be, looking at as a helping hand in the days to come.
Wonderful. And on that very positive note, Shashi, we'll wind up this particular interaction. Look forward to many more with you in the near.
Hey, thank you very much, Siddharth. It was really refreshing to see you unmask me and have this session. I really look forward. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you very much.
And stay at home. Bye.